Go. Yes, we is on and popping. We is live in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Yes, we is live. We's alive over here in Buckhead. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. Here's what I need you to do for me very quickly. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that share button. I need you to tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know Prophet Ramon, the squad. We're right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta on this Wednesday, W-I-N-S day. Please hit the like button, share, find somebody, invite them to join us on the show today, because guess what I'm going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about why the rich get richer. Why do the rich get richer? Why does it seem like people who already got money keep making money? Why does it seem like the people who don't have money can't get no money? We're getting ready to talk about that. So please hit the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody, let them know that we're live. And also, while you're coming on, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube page, be sure to subscribe. So if you're watching me from YouTube, I want you to hit the bell, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching me on another platform, be sure to go over to YouTube, either on another device or just open up another browser. And when you go to YouTube, I want you to type in Ramon Preston. I am at Ramon Preston. And when my channel comes up, be sure to hit that bell, that subscribe button. So thank you so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, June the 1st. We are moving into the 6th month of this year so that we can crush it for the remainder of this year. Just in case you don't know, my name is Ramon Preston. I'm the host of the Ramon Preston Show. And every Monday through Friday, right here, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, I show up to share information with you. I mean, think about it. 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, in the middle of a work day, Monday through Friday, every day of the week, I show up, my team and we show up to share information with you that we know can help you start your business, structure your business, and scale your business. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're looking for new ways to make money, you're looking for creative ways to build a brand and expand your business and find the right people to work with you. If you want to succeed in your personal life, your professional life, your financial life, we share a lot of information with you on this show. We literally have over 1,600 videos on YouTube alone. And all of the videos that we have on YouTube alone don't even amount to what we provide for you in our company, whether it's our consulting division, our coaching division, or our training division. But you can best believe this. What I give you on this show is a direct reflection of who I am, my life, what I do, how I live, and what I teach and preach to everybody that's around me. Nobody gets an opportunity or have a chance to live and be around me without getting what I got. Each one teach one. And I want to teach you today, and I want to talk to you in this lesson today on why the rich get richer. So have you ever heard somebody say that? Oh, it looked like the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. Well, what's behind that? Why are the rich getting richer? Now, you can blame it on the government. You could blame it on the system. You could blame it on systemic issues. And I'm sure, I am almost 100% sure, you will find every one of the things that you blame why the rich get richer on, you can find that in an area. Like, of course, there are forces, there are groups of people, there are systems and infrastructures that have been built and designed to keep certain people down and to keep certain people stuck. However, like my grandma used to say, if there's a will, there's a way. And I want you to open yourself up to the possibilities of what you can do if you are willing to get the right information and willing to put forth effort with that information. So hopefully you're one of those people today. You're watching the show. We're live here on Wednesday, June the 1st, 2022. And despite the fact that we have systems and structures and people and places that are doing things to keep us stuck, we're still willing to show up, learn some stuff, and put that stuff to practice. And I can guarantee you, because I'm the guinea pig of this. I come from nothing. I didn't have no silver spoons, no plastic spoons handed to me. There was nothing given to me. I had to figure out the stuff that I had to figure out just to get to where I am. I don't have a formal education. I've never been to college. I don't have the pedigree, the background, the connections, the networks. I was a statistic. The way I was raised, the life that I lived for the first 21 years of my life, and what I've been able to accomplish for me and for my family and for my tribe and my community is nothing short of a miracle, of course. It's only by the grace of God that I'm here, able to do what I'm doing. And in addition to the grace of God, in addition to the hand of God being on my life, in addition to His saving grace and mercy, in addition to that, I had to do my part. I had to learn, educate, train, develop, become disciplined enough to see the success that I wanted to see. And I want you to at least open yourself up to that possibility. So, do you want to be rich? I'm really asking you that question today. You might be able to put it in the comments if you're able to type while I'm talking. But do you want to be rich? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be financially free? Do you want to put you and your family in a position that you're able to do the things you want to do? Well, it's possible. You have the potential. And as long as you're willing to put the work in first by learning what needs to be learned, because I truly believe one of the biggest things that separate the rich from the poor is what they know and what they do with what they know. And so today I'm talking to you about why the rich get richer. This is my perspective. It's my opinion, but guess what? I'm sure it's backed up by some facts. Because I do my studies, I do my research, I do the math. The proof is in the pudding. Rich people are getting richer. If you just look at the statistics of the wealthiest people on the planet, the richest people in the world, the most successful people that we see on social media and just in the media, if you just look at their track record, if you just look at their statistics and their history, you're going to see that within the last, let's say, 2 years or so, there are a whole lot of people who have gotten even richer that were already rich. There are a whole lot of people that got even wealthier that were already wealthy. There are a whole lot of people who were not even thousandaires that have become millionaires. But then there are a whole lot of people who had a lot that don't have anything at all. So why are the rich getting richer? Well, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I believe the rich get richer. And I truly believe that if you take these 4 things or these 4 reasons why the rich get richer and you apply them to your life. Now, if you don't apply them to your life, you can't expect to see nothing. If you ain't going to put this stuff to work and practice, how you going to see something? You can't. But if you're putting these things to practice, meaning that you're getting the right information and you're trying that information, you're going to see some change in your life. So why do the rich get richer? I'm going to give you 4 reasons why. Okay? I'm going to give you 4 reasons why. And then you can come to your own conclusion. So why do the rich get richer? Because we always hear people say it. Like I hear people say it all the time, especially broke people. Broke people always talking about what the rich doing. get on my doggone nerves. Always talking about rich people. Always talking about what the wealthy doing. Always talking about what the people who got it doing, but they ain't doing nothing to change it. Instead of complaining about what rich people doing, why not figure out what are they doing and why they're able to see the things that they see in their life. See, I had to come to that conclusion for myself. And that conclusion was this. I'm not going to talk about what other people that are successful doing. I'm not going to keep looking on the sidelines of life and seeing the rich people get richer. I'm going to figure out how can I get in the game and get something for me and mine, and to give people who look up to me an opportunity to see the potential and the possibilities as well. So why do the rich get richer? Here's the first reason why I believe the rich get richer, because the rich, they know how to make money. Now don't just take what I'm saying and just pass by it. Don't just pass by what I'm saying real quick, because you're gonna miss the whole memo. So the number one reason why the rich get richer is because the rich know how to make money. The rich know how to make money. The rich know how to make money. They know, in other words, rich people know how money is made. They understand this concept. Most people who want to get rich, who want to get wealthy, who want to become millionaires, who want to be financially free, they never really even start that process. Not because they don't want to, right? It's not that you don't want to be rich. So if you answered the question earlier when I asked you, do you want to be rich? Do you want to be wealthy? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be financially free? If you answered yes, then it's not like you don't want to, but why haven't you been able to do it? Why aren't we able to succeed in those areas? It's because we don't know something rich people know. And the one thing that rich people know that we don't know is they know how to make money. They understand the fundamentals of financial literacy. This is why I teach financial literacy as much as I do, and this is why I'm always pushing this concept to my students, to my staff, to my clients, to my community, because you have to become financially literate. You got to get financially lit. How do you become financially literate? Well, financial literacy starts with you learning how to make money. You cannot be financially literate if you don't know how to make money. You cannot be financially literate if you don't know how to make money. Okay? So if the rich know how to make money, what do you mean the rich know how to make money? All right? If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. I want you to write this down. Making money equals to converting things into cash. So when I say the rich know how to make money, what I'm saying is the rich know how to make money because they know how to convert things into cash. They know how to convert things into cash. They know how to convert ideas into cash. They know how to convert relationships into cash. They know how to convert their time into cash, their talents into cash. They know how to convert things into cash. So for example, this is a thing right here, right? This is just a thing. If you know how to take this thing and convert this thing into cash, that means you know how to what? You know how to make money. Most people who want to be rich don't know how to make money, when this is one of the first things rich people know how to do. They know how to take things. They know how to take ideas. They know how to take concepts. They know how to take communication, relationships, opportunities, and they know how to take those things and convert those things into cash, liquid forms of money. This is what rich people are good at doing. Now, you may be asking, okay, Ramon, if the rich get richer because number one, they know how to make money, and if making money is the ability to convert things into cash, how do I convert things into cash? So you can take this thing and say, oh, okay, all I need to do is what rich people do. I need to take this thing and I need to convert it into cash, because the more I'm able to convert things into cash, the more I make money, and the more I'm able to do what rich people do, which is going to get me rich at some point. But here's what the problem is going to be. The problem is going to be you don't necessarily know the process of converting things into cash. Meaning that if you have an idea, let's say, for example, if you have an idea, let me erase my board. Come on, Mr. Google. So if you have an idea and you know that idea needs to be converted into a thing so that the thing can in turn into money, the problem is you don't know what this process needs to be. This process is really about how you sell. This is why sales is one of the most important skill sets you can learn as an entrepreneur. And trust me, a lot of entrepreneurs, they have good ideas. A lot of entrepreneurs have good ideas. Some of you entrepreneurs that watch me and listen to me, some of you that are not entrepreneurs but you work for entrepreneurs, you are great entrepreneurs, you're great employees, you're great leaders. A lot of you have great ideas. And your ideas have become things where you have certain products and services. These are things that you know are good. The products are awesome. The services are awesome. What you do, nobody does it like you. The problem is your ideas that you turned into things never convert into cash. Why don't they convert into cash? Because you're missing this process, the process of sales. You do not know how to sell. This is something that none of us are born knowing. This is something that none of us are really skilled at doing. A lot of times we just use our charisma. I used to be that person. Trust me, I've been an entrepreneur long enough to know what it is to just get out here and scrap every day and hustle every day. And some of you are doing the same thing. You have great ideas, you got great products and services, you got the grit, the grind, you got the hustle, the resilience, you're committed, you're consistent, you show up every day, you're willing to do whatever you got to do to work hard, but none of that converts into money. It doesn't convert into enough money. And the problem is knowing how to make money is tied to knowing how to make a sale. Knowing how to make a sale. This is why selling is such an important skill set that every individual and every entrepreneur needs to become great at. So if you're not great at sales, it's probably because you just never learned about sales. Maybe you've never been introduced to the right information. Maybe you haven't been around people to expose you to what it means to really sell on a professional level and to get good at it. This is why in all of my programs, I teach about sales. I teach how to put a sales process together. I teach you how to communicate your ideas, how to put yourself in a position to make sure that people that you get attention from can hear what your value is, they can understand what your products and services are, and so that at some point you can close the deal and make them customers and clients. That's what selling is about, and that's the first thing that makes rich people richer. This is why they become richer. And the reason is they know how to make money. They know how to convert things into cash. In other words, they know how to sell. Now, I'm going to get back to that point, but if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, even if you work for an entrepreneur and you just do not have the skill set that you really know you need in order to make more sales, in order to generate more revenue, in order to get in front of more people, because you don't have a sales system. Maybe you don't have a sales system. Another word for a sales system is a CRM. If you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you do not know what a CRM is, or you know what it is, but you do not have one that you're using as a sales system, this is one of the main reasons why you're not making money and converting your products and services into cash. If you don't have a sales process, this is one of the reasons why you're not making money. A sales process is some type of step-by-step practice that you use to bring somebody into your business, to walk them through a step-by-step practice or procedure on explaining what your products are, explaining what your services are, finding out from them what their needs are, understanding as a buyer what is important to them, and then providing the value in your products and services so that they can become a customer or client. If you do not have this sales process, this is one of the main reasons why you're not making enough money, or you're not consistent in making money, because you do not have a sales system and a sales process, which, by the way, I teach all this in my Millionaire Blueprint. So if you do not have this information and you want access to this information, I'm going to give you an opportunity at the end of today's show to get that information for yourself, so that you and whoever's working with you can learn how to use sales systems and sales processes to make more money, because that's the number one reason why the rich get richer. Number two, the second reason why the rich get richer is because the rich, they know how to minimize their taxes. As a W-2 employee, as a 1099 independent contractor, as a network marketer, a real estate agent, whatever you do as a business owner, your biggest expense is taxes. That's your biggest expense. And so the rich get richer because the rich know how to minimize their taxes. So most people, their taxes are high. Rich people, their taxes are little to none, because they know things about taxes that most people who own businesses or who work for businesses don't know. So in order for you to minimize your taxes, you have to become familiar with strategies that are directly connected to how you lower your tax liability and increase your income because of this strategy. Now, I teach tax strategies from a business perspective in our Millionaire Blueprint. So I teach strategies for people who are W-2 employees. So that means if you're a W-2 employee, you get your gross pay, right? And then you get your taxes taken out, and then you get your take-home pay, which is your net. So we teach W-2 employees how to minimize their taxes so that more of your gross shows up in your net. And so instead of your money going down by the time it hits your net, your money stays up so that you can see more in your net than most people see, because they get gross and then they get taxed and then they get what's left in their net. So this is one strategy I show W-2 employees. But guess what? There are a lot of creative tax strategies that business owners and entrepreneurs can use if they have the right business structure. So one of the biggest concepts that I teach in my business and financial program is the holding company concept. And one of the reasons why this is such an important concept is because when you want to develop creative strategies to minimize your taxes, having a holding company infrastructure set up is going to help make that happen even more. So the holding company is going to give you this parent organization. It's going to give you an opportunity to have divisions, and under your divisions you're going to have subsidiaries, so that when your operating businesses or subsidiaries are making money, you're able to make certain strategic moves that minimize, if not eliminate, your tax liability, so that there's more net operating income, but more importantly, your value, your wealth, your net worth is going up. Not necessarily your money. Sometimes it's your net worth because of how you're reallocating certain dollars to minimize your taxes. So these are all the strategies that I like to teach my students and clients, because I know the number 2 reason why the rich get richer is because the rich know how to what? They know how to minimize their taxes. All right. Number 3, which, by the way, if you're learning something from today's show, could you please leave a comment in the comments? Could you please give me some feedback and let me know what you're learning or what your biggest takeaway is so far? Maybe you got a question. Okay, if you got a question, leave the question in the comments. I love to answer whatever the question is that you might have, but I want to get some feedback from you. Okay, let me know what your questions are. So the third reason why the rich get richer is because the rich know how to manage this is a big one. I hope you're ready for this. The rich know how to manage their spending. The rich know how to manage their spending. This is the third reason why the rich get richer. The rich know how to manage their spending. So number 1, the rich know how to make money. Number 2, the rich know how to minimize taxes. Number 3, reason why the rich get richer is because the rich know how to manage their spending. So what do you mean by managing spending? What do you mean by that? I do not mean get a budget. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. The truth is, I think when you adopt the mindset of trying to have a budget, you limit yourself. You limit yourself. I don't like using the word budget really, because a budget kind of boxes you into this mentality where you don't necessarily have a expense problem as much as you have an income problem. But while you are increasing your income, it's not like you have to budget and like put yourself in this box, but you have to manage your spending. Managing your spending is not saying that you're not spending. Managing your spending is about you looking at where your money is going, not trying to hoard your money and not use money to move forward, because you need to spend money to make money. See, a lot of times what people do, they stop spending because they're on this quote unquote budget, but because they stop spending, they stop making, they stop earning, they stop moving. A lot of times what keeps you moving is the fact that you keep spending. You gotta spend money to make money. It's just simple as that. Like it's crazy. Think about it. If you got money saved up right now, but you are limited in certain things. Like, really listen to me, especially if you're an entrepreneur, because you entrepreneurs, y'all got to come up off this thing that you ain't gonna spend no doggone money. You want everything for free. You want to learn everything for free. You don't want to pay for no education. You don't want to pay to get in the right rooms. You don't want to pay for people to help you. You want everybody to do everything for you for little to nothing. But here's the problem. Is it working? No, it ain't working. No, it ain't working. It's not working. Don't you know the biggest companies in the world spend more money than any other company in the world? Like, name any company you know that's huge. Name the company. What company can you name right now that's like a big multi-billion or trillion-dollar company? What is one of the biggest companies in the world that you know? Give me an example. Somebody put in the comments what company you know is like a huge company right now today. Give me the name of a company. Any name you can think of. Give me the name of a company you know that's huge today. I want to just show you something. Give me the name of a company. Have you ever heard of a company called Amazon? How about, what's another company? Walmart? How about another company? What's another big company name? Apple? What's another company name? Tesla? Any company you name that's huge, here's what I want you to understand. All these companies that you know about spend more money on marketing, on advertising. They have hundreds of thousands of employees. They spend billions and billions of dollars just on research and development every year. So that means they spend billions of dollars to figure out what doesn't work. They spend more money playing around with ideas and experimenting than most people will ever see in their lifetimes. Think about that. But what are they doing? They are managing their spending. It's not that they're not spending money. They're just not spending money on things that are not helping them make more money. So rich people know how to manage their spending because they spend most of their money, if not all of their money, on assets. See, most people spend money like everybody else. But the problem is you got one set of people that spend their money on liabilities. Then they got another set of people that spend their money on assets. Liabilities take money from you and never give money back to you. Assets, yes, you're going to pay to acquire them, but they're going to always bring money back to you. One of the biggest, most profound, and most powerful, impactful investments you can spend your money on is your education. Because one thing you can't get rid of unless you just goofy is what you get up here. What you learn, what you educate yourself on, what you get trained on, what you become disciplined in. If you can spend money on skill sets, you're going to always be able to make money. See, one of the reasons why I'm going to always be able to make money is because I've educated myself. I've spent money on learning. I've read probably over 1,000 books, probably more. I don't know. I know I've read probably over 1,000. Because I read. I study. I learn. I research. I invest money. I put tens of thousands of dollars every year into me. Period. I spend more money, I promise you, and everybody around me knows this. The closest people to me, they'll tell you this straight up. I personally I probably spend 10 times more money on my education and my intelligence than I do on clothes and stuff like that. For real. But you got to make that decision too. The rich know how to manage their spending. It's not that they're not spending money. They're not hoarding money. Rich people are not holding on to money. Poor people hold on to money. I'm sorry, poor people ain't got no money. The middle class try to hold on to money. It's the people in the middle. It's people in the middle. It's the majority of America who try to hold on to their money because they think, oh, if I save 30 grand, I'm gonna be rich. You ain't gonna be rich. You're gonna be poor because that 30,000 is gonna imprison you, or that 20,000, or that 80,000. That money is gonna imprison you. That money is going to imprison you. I would rather take $20,000 or $30,000 and dump it into an opportunity than have it just sitting in the bank so I can use it as a memorial or as like an idol to look at every morning. Ooh, I got 20 grand. Ooh, I got $8,000. Oh, I got 4 grand. That money is going to disappear sooner than later. It's going to be gone because something is going to come up. It's going to take that money, and then you're going to be looking back thinking, wow, if I would have invested that money into becoming a better version of myself, I would be a better version of myself and my life would be better. So number 3, the third reason why the rich get richer is because the rich know how to manage their spending. All right? Let me give you the final one, number 4. The fourth reason why the rich get richer is because the rich, they know how to maximize their investments. The rich know how to maximize their investments. Ramon, what do you mean by that? The rich know how to maximize their investments. I want you to really take some time to think about what I just said. The rich know how to maximize their investments. So what that means is the rich take full advantage of using their money, their time, their relationships, their resources into investing in things that get them further towards their goals. This is what the rich do, and this is why the rich get richer. And again, I said it at the beginning of the show. This don't mean racism don't exist. Racism exists. There are racial systems and structures that have been set up to keep black people down. Okay? I'm a black man living in the United States of America. I have experienced racism my whole life. And my mama white. I'm half white. But I'm still a black man. So I've experienced racism. I've experienced racism in my community. I've experienced racism in the church. I've experienced racism in the streets. I experienced racism in the prison system, in the correction system. I've experienced racism in school. Every area of life that I have lived in, any area of life that I've experienced in, I've experienced racism. Some people might feel like they haven't. I'm a black man. I'm going to tell you, I grew up in South Florida. I've lived in Georgia for 18 years. I've experienced racism everywhere I've gone. I've experienced racism here in Atlanta. I've experienced it in South Florida. I experienced it when I used to go to jail. I experienced it when I used to be in the streets. I've been in the church for 24 years since I've been saved. I've experienced racism in church. I've experienced it everywhere. I've experienced it in the court system. I've experienced it in business. I've experienced when I used to work on jobs. I've experienced it in every area of life, period. And guess what? Racism exists in all of these areas, and there are other systemic issues that are designed to keep poor people poor, and they're designed to keep the middle class stuck. That's why very few people ever get rich. That's why very few people ever become millionaires. That's why very few people ever become financially free, because there are systems, racial systems, economic systems, social systems, educational systems, spiritual systems that have been set up to keep people down. But here's what I want you to understand. None of those facts can prevent you from making a decision to learn more than what you know today. If it was true, you wouldn't be listening to me. Like, you got to be like in a country where you're hiding in a cave right now watching me that will not allow you to learn anything, and you're still listening to me and you can still learn it. But can you put it to practice? Maybe you don't have enough information to put it to practice. But the problem is you're not willing to make the investment. So I want you to make an investment in yourself today, because the rich know how to maximize their investing. So there are 3 types of investments you got to make, okay? Number 1, you have to invest, number 1, in yourself. Like, it's a shame. It's a shame. And I'm really talking to Americans right now. I'm talking to all of you that live in the United States of America, or you live somewhere that you have the freedom to do the things you want to do. Like, I'm talking to you right now. If you invest more in yourself when it comes to getting your hair done, getting clothes, driving cars, living in nice houses, if you invest in all this crap that make people think you're doing better than you're doing, and you never invest in educating yourself, training, developing better skill sets, like you're going at it backwards. You're going to fail at some point. You got to invest in yourself. And the first thing you need to invest in when it comes to yourself is not in your wardrobe. Nobody don't care nothing about how you dress. If you goofy and ignorant and idiotic, you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in your brain, your mind. You got to invest in personal growth. You got to develop yourself. You got to become a better version of you. This is what's going to help you break that poverty cycle, that financial barrier. If you want to be free financially, if you want to be successful, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to get rich, you have to invest in your brain. You got to invest in information and intelligence that will lead you to becoming a millionaire. You cannot be learning, like, I know a lot of people that invest in themselves in education, but they learning all the wrong stuff. They learning about everything else except business and finances and becoming a millionaire and getting wealthy. You got to invest in yourself, okay? Number 2, when you get to a point to where you are used to investing in yourself, then you start investing in your business. You start investing in your business. And I tell this all the time to my team, my staff, people who work for me. I always let them know, yes, you may be an employee, but you are a business. So yes, you are a business. You don't have to go start another business if you're successful in the business of you. You don't have to have a business, because I hate when I see people, they leave a job. Oh, I don't want to work for nobody no more. So you would rather be an unstable business owner than a stable employee. This is just stupid. You think that way because you don't invest in yourself enough. You're not educating yourself enough, because there's nobody who's going to get educated on success, who's going to learn business and finances the right way, that's going to leave a job where they got stability to go out and start a business and make no money with a business just because you want to be free. It don't work like that. Something is wrong. And the main thing is wrong is because you're not investing in the right information. And then once you do that, then you can invest in other businesses. So this is other businesses. We're talking about other investments, real estate investing, crypto, Bitcoin, stocks and bonds and all that stuff. Honestly, if you don't invest in your business enough for your business to become successful, you shouldn't be investing in all that other stuff. Or why are you in business? Because there is no greater return like the return that you could get on your business or on yourself if you don't own a business. So you got to get to a point where you're investing in yourself, in your business, and in other businesses, okay? So today's show was centered around the 4 reasons why the rich get richer. The 4 reasons why the rich get richer. Number 1, the rich know how to make money. They know how to make sales. They understand the power of sales. They understand marketing. They understand that there has to be systems and processes in place, and they have to develop the skill set to be salespeople, okay? Number two, the rich know how to minimize taxes. So that means the rich, they are financially literate enough. They are financially intelligent enough to know that they got to hire the right people. They got to play the tax game. They got to lower their taxes so that they can increase their income and their opportunities. This is a part of the game. You got to learn the game. Don't hate the player. Learn to play the doggone game. So we all mad at Amazon because Amazon don't pay no taxes. Well, if you knew what Amazon knew, you wouldn't be paying taxes. We mad because Donald Trump don't pay taxes. We mad because this person don't pay taxes. We mad because that business don't pay taxes. Well, won't you learn the game and stop complaining? Oh, I forgot. You want to just be a loser on the sideline and just complain about everybody else winning, and then you want to use as a reason, well, the white man knows something I don't know. Well, maybe they do know something you don't know. But we live in a world where you're listening to a black man who knows something you don't know, and you're still not willing to accept it. You can't keep blaming them. And I'm not saying that these things don't exist. But what I'm saying is I am a version of you. Like when you listen to somebody like me, you got to understand, I come out of the streets. I was a loser. I was a street hustler, a thug. So for the first 21 years of my life, I lived that life with nothing, no education, no job, homeless, a vagabond, a criminal in and out of jail, just a loser. But guess what? I still had to make a decision even after my spiritual conversion. Even after becoming a Christian, I still had to make a decision to wake up every day, to stay sober, to stay clean, to stay out of jail, to stop running the streets, to learn something, because I didn't have an education. I couldn't find a good job. Nobody was going to pay me more than $9, $10 an hour because I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't have any skill sets. I just took my grit and my resilience and determination, and I always found opportunities. And because I had that grind and that hustle in me, I used that and converted it into a passion, into a drive, into an ambition to learn as much as I could learn, because I made the decision that I'm not going to be what my criminal record say I am. Because my criminal record is as long as 75, okay? My criminal record is long, my background is long. I got a whole past and a whole history, but guess what? I made the decision that I was not going to let the white man, I wasn't going to let the system, I wasn't going to let the courts, I wasn't going to let racism, I wasn't going to let infrastructures, I wasn't going to let nobody create a narrative for my life again. I made that decision at 21 years old. And for the last 24 years of my life, I have stood on that same truth that I created a narrative for in my life. And that's what has got me to where I am. And so no matter where you are, you still got to make the decision, because this is what the rich do. And so you can't just push that aside and say, well, it ain't for me. It's for certain people. No, it's not true. It's really not true. I'm proof of that. It ain't for certain people. Well, you got to know certain people, or you got to sell out, or you got to compromise. No, it's just not true. And all you church people that say stuff like that, oh, you gotta turn your back on God, and you're gonna compromise your righteousness, and you're gonna lose the anointing. It's just not true. I still know how to speak in tongues. I still speak in tongues. I still preach. I still pray. I still prophesy. I still cast out devils. I'm still an apostle of my church organization. I'm still a prophet to the nations of the world. I can still do everything I've always done for 22 years as a full-time minister in the gospel community. And guess what? It ain't changed a bit. It only got better because now I can do more of it, because I got money, because I'm financially free, because I'm successful, because I have taken the principles and the practices that rich people do every day, and I'm doing them every day, and they work for me. If they work for them, they're going to work for me. It might not be the same, because there are some things that we know are already set up. But guess what? As long as I keep being obedient and diligent and consistent over time, I have proven it's going to show up. So these are the 4 reasons why the rich get richer. They make money, they minimize their taxes, they manage their spending. That don't mean they don't spend money. Rich people are some of the most, people have done studies on rich people. Like all this stupid stuff people be talking about on social media, they don't know what they're talking about. There are studies that have been done on rich people, and it shows that rich people are some of the most generous people on the planet. They are some of the most generous people on the planet. I know for me and my wife, we are generous. And everybody that me and my wife be around who got money, they generous. They always being a blessing to people. They always sowing seeds. They always giving to others. They always serving their community. They always helping their church. All the people who I know got money do it. So I don't know where this idea of rich people stingy, they selfish, it's just not true. It's just ridiculous. Now, do you have some rich people who are idiots? Of course. But you got middle class people who are idiots too. You got poor people who are idiots. So you got idiots in every class. But for the most part, the history has been proven that there are more generous people on this planet that got money than there ain't. So we ain't gonna create that narrative that's false. And rich people also maximize their investing. So they don't mind investing money. So I want to give you an opportunity to get access to my Millionaire Blueprint. If you've never heard about it, it's a 5-step wealth building system that provides online training and education for real estate investing, financial literacy, business ownership, entrepreneurship. I have hundreds of courses in this Millionaire Blueprint to show you how to become a millionaire. That's why I called it the Millionaire Blueprint, because it is a blueprint for you to become a millionaire. Like all you have to do is start learning and educating yourself and putting to practice what you're learning and educating in this Millionaire Blueprint. It might not be overnight, but over time you will become a millionaire, period. I know it. I've proven it. So you can't tell me it won't happen, because I am the least likely individual to become a millionaire. I was the least likely individual to become successful. There was no way, if you knew who I was just 24 years ago, that you would have ever thought I would be who I am today and where I am today, spiritually or financially. Just no way you would have saw that. How? A loser, a dropout, a thug, a street hustler, a criminal, a jailbird. You wouldn't have never thought that. But guess what? I've proven it. And what I've done is I've taken my success and I packaged it in a program that is easy for you to use, because all you have to do is, from the comfort of your own phone or your tablet or your iPad or your MacBook or some desktop computer, all you have to do is log into your account and decide, what do you want to learn today? Do you want to learn how to start and structure a holding company? Click that button. Do you want to learn about the ABCs of financial literacy? Do you want to learn the 5 steps that Ramon Preston used to go from hood figure to 7 figures in his 5-step millionaire plan? Do you want to learn how to set goals? Do you want to learn how to become a real estate investor? Do you want to learn entrepreneurship and the world of entrepreneurship? Do you want to learn creative tax strategies? Whatever it is that you want to learn to become a blueprint millionaire, I have packaged it in this online 5-step wealth building system. It's put together for you. All you have to do is make the decision to learn. And guess what? I'm making it even easier for you, because this entire program is originally $5,000. Now, again, you may say $5,000 sound like Chris Tucker, but what you don't know is, if you do the research, if you just go to my website and look at my Millionaire Blueprint, let me share this with you. If you look at all the courses that I provide on my Millionaire Blueprint, and if you go do a search on other people who teach the same things that I teach, I can almost promise you that you will not find one person who has a program as low as mine with as much value. So it's originally $5,000. We checking that off. You ain't gonna pay $5,000. I'm going to give it to you for $1,500. The entire program for 1 year access. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mention you don't even have to pay $1,500 today? I'm going to give it to you for $125 a month for 12 months. So for $125 today, this is how much I bet on myself. This is how good I know this information is. I'm not going to charge you $5,000 or $1,500. I'm gonna give it to you for $125 a month for 12 months. So for $125, you can invest in your own education. You can invest in your own training. You can invest in your opportunity to develop the skill set, to learn about sales and marketing, to learn about holding companies, to learn about creative tax strategies, to learn about goal setting, financial literacy, real estate investing, family wealth building. $125 today will get you onboarded. And guess what? If you connect and get onboarded today, I will give you a free complimentary over the phone consultation. I'll take about 15 minutes with you just to help direct you on what steps you need to take based on what it is that you want to do. So I want you to take me up on that offer. $125 today gets you started. All you have to do is text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. Let's see how serious you are. Because don't give me no lame excuse that the white man holding you back, or the system got you tied up, or you on child support, or your family just don't believe in you, or because of where I work at, I can't, or because of my bills. Don't give me no lame excuse, because you're listening to someone, you're watching someone who had nothing. And guess what? I've got people who are in my program. I got people who go through my Millionaire Blueprint every day. I've got people who are in my mentorship program. I've got people who are in my consulting program. I've got people who are licensees in my company. And guess what? A lot of these people came from nothing. A lot of these people came from nothing. One of the greatest success stories we have in our coaching program today, a young lady who is in her second year in our mentorship program. She's a second year alumni in our mentorship program. This young lady was on a fixed income, a single mom. And within the first year of her program, this girl started a holding company. This girl got her insurance license. She is officially a certified insurance agent with a business, and she's making moolah. I think just a couple months ago, she was testifying that she got her first 3 contracts. I was like, crush it. Single mom, fixed income, couldn't afford, based on her income, couldn't afford to be a part of a coaching program. But she decided, But she started here. She started with our Millionaire Blueprint. Truth is, most people who are in our coaching program or who are in our other consulting programs or even our licensing programs, most of them start with our online program because it's easy. It's easy for you to get started, for you to build a muscle, and for you to start learning and to see the value in what we're teaching you. One of my team members, she told me yesterday she started going back through our program because she was pulling out some things, redoing one of our proposition papers, and she was like, oh my God, this information is so valuable. She was like, this is a gold mine. She forgot how much information was in that program because I'm always adding new information. I've got three new courses that I'm adding to it within the next month or two. No more than within the next 90 days. I'm going to have a course on how to write and self-publish your book. I've done it twice. I'm going to have a course on how to start an online store. I've done that. Still have an online store going. And I'm going to have another course on how to set up your trusts, wills, powers of attorney, HIPAA documents, and more. So it's going to be awesome. So I want you to get access to it. All you have to do is text millionaire to 404-478-7213. I want you to join our program. I want you to be a part of our business community. I want you to allow me to mentor you and to work with you and to help you so that you can start, structure, and scale your business. If you have a ministry, your ministry. your income streams, and your wealth building dreams. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you all for watching the show today. Please leave a comment. Give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know how much value you get from the show and from the content that we provide for free on social media. Please subscribe to my YouTube page. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all at Ramon Preston. And tell Lolly Dolly everybody, we are creating blueprint millionaires right here at Ramon Preston Enterprises. Love you. Appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday, right here on the Ramon Preston Show.